Hey, this is Nisi, and I'm going to do part 3 of my Sinon sniper rifle tutorial, and I didn't really want to make it in this many parts, but then I realized that this project's probably a little more complex than I thought it was, so it takes like a while to explain. So, today I'm going to make the scope. Okay, and so this is what it looks like. There. So, it's not the best looking scope in the world, but for my purposes, I think it'll work because like I'm on a budget, so I want it to be fairly cheap. So far I think I've only spent like $10 to make this. So that's pretty good. Well, probably more because of the foam. So probably maybe like $20. But I already had the foam lying around, so I don't really think it counts, but I'm going to count it anyway. So probably like $20 to make this. It's really inexpensive. So when we last left off, this is what we had. Okay. And I'm actually making the stand now too. But this is what the scope's going to look like. I'm just going to hot glue it on top. So it's going to look like this, if you can see. I know the lighting's not that good in here, but this is just going to be hot glued on. So you'll still be able to like look through it and stuff and take pictures, and it won't like fall off. Just don't punch it. Like if you're over here trying to punch this, it's going to come off. But other than that, it shouldn't come off. You can even use like Gorilla Glue, but I'm just going to use hot glue. So yeah, that's what it's going to look like when it's done. I also am partially finished with the stand. So here is the stand. It has to dry. So it takes a day to 2 days to dry, depending on the thickness, and it's not that thick. So that is going to go on as well. First I have to paint it black, but it'll be okay. So I'm going to lay that down. Now, for the scope. The things that you are going to need are 2 water bottles, tissue, paper towel roll thing, tape, scissors, and a freezer bag. I like using a freezer bag because they're thicker than like regular plastic bags, but you can use a plastic bag too. And that is all you're going to need besides paint, of course. And again, if you want to use the Mod Podge, this is the glossy kind. There's also a kind that's not glossy. And it just helps to give it a better look and hardens it a little bit so it's not as like flimsy, I guess. So let's start. So first, take off the... So for the first water bottle, mine has like lines, so I'm going to cut at this first line. Okay, voila. On this one, I'm just going to cut at the second line. So it's only like a little bit bigger. Okay, so there you go. You have one slightly bigger than the other, but here they are. So after that, you're just gonna take your paper, your toilet paper roll, stick one edge in, stick the other edge in. There you go. You got your scope. The base of it, at least. So this is where the tape comes in. So it's going to be kind of wonky. So what I do is just snip the sides because it's like a circle. Then place it down, and so it'll look like that. And it's stuck on. Now you're going to get these lines. You can kind of see them. They're kind of like little humpies. I mean, you can choose to cut those off if they're like tall enough to kind of like smooth it out a bit, but I think it still looks fine with them. So okay, so then cut off another piece. So now you're just going to want to get this. Okay. This is just so it's easier for the paper to like stick, because it's kind of hard to shape what you need. Okay, so start at like the very edge and tape it all the way around. Try not to squeeze your bottle in too much because you don't want it to bend. Okay, so it's kind of crinkly. So you can take some scissors and like cut off like the super crinkly parts, so that it's not like completely sticking up and looks really weird. Okay, so this is what you get. Also, if you want the inside to be black, like mine's actually black. Here, see? Instead of it being kind of silver like it is right now, mine's black on the inside. So basically all I did was take some paint and paint the inside of it black. And that's it. And that's how you get the inside to be black, if you want it black. You don't have to do it if you don't want to. So then you just take this, do the same exact thing on this side, and voila, you're done. And then after that, all you have to do is paint it. So painting this is the last step, and once you paint on it, it'll look like this.